Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Gals on the Go podcast. It's Brooke
and Danielle. Hope you're all having a fabulous Wednesday. I am, however, I do wish that I was not wearing a gray shirt on a sweaty day.
Yeah.
That's like such a amateur move, you know?
I know. Well, Danielle just hit me with the Brooke, we have to turn off the AC.
I know. And now I'm like, we're good.
Actually, it's okay.
Actually, I'm wearing a gray shirt. Well, just a little noisy.
It is, because it's like window units, basically, like, versus like, central air.
I know, New York City.
Yeah, no, it's not a problem, except for I am in a sweatsuit. I did this to myself.
I was like, oh my God.
But I'm sweating, so it's like practical.
Oh, you are sweating in a sweatsuit. Isn't that the point?
I'm getting my exercise for the day.
That's really funny. I just found out that Ryan, whenever he goes to the gym, he wears like a full sweatsuit on the Stairmaster and just sweats. I didn't know this about him.
Oh my God, he must have to do laundry often.
That's what I was like. You're washing that jacket. Stop. I know the jacket he's talking about.
He must. It would smell. It's like wet.
This podcast has become me just roasting Ryan.
It's a roast every week. It's
back. A roast. Yeah. No, we love him. Great guy.
No, we do. Great guy.
Great guy. That's what happens when you've been dating 4 years. You can just shit on him. No, I'm kidding.
He's a pretty good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. No, great.
We have a lot of randomness to talk about today. Lots of stories, I guess, to
Brooke
share.
Just got back from... I was gonna say vacation, but I feel like that's a job.
I was on a job this weekend. I was on the clock. No, I wasn't. I was at a music festival, a rave of sorts. So we'll get into that. My first real multi-day festival.
Oh, really?
Because I've only done one-offs. I've gone to music festivals, but I'll go one day of it.
Oh,
I've gone to
for EDM at least, because we've done Coachella. And
I guess
Lala.
Yeah, but that's light work compared to this. Let me tell you. No, it really is.
I believe you, by the way. I believe you.
I didn't realize that. I was like, oh, I'm in. Don't even worry about it. And then I saw what I signed myself up for, and I loved it. Let me be clear. But wow, it was a job. Yeah. I was on the clock. 20K steps a day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear all about it.
I know. We'll get into it.
Yeah, you're fresh off. You just got here.
Literally just got back this morning. So
wow, Brooke, that's impressive.
It is really impressive. The turnaround time. Yeah, thank you. Always on the clock. What are you? You had a fabulous weekend too.
Yeah, right? I can't. I have all these random stories.
I love it.
I've ever since the Hamptons, because we were trying to tell stories from them.
Yeah.
I just start writing things down in my notes. I was literally out this weekend and I was like, oh, this is funny. And my friend was like, why are you writing down this right now? I was like, I don't want to forget this moment.
I have to remember.
Yeah, it's silly.
I think it's also really cool that we'll one day be able to look back on these as kind of
our kids can
time
listen.
Capsules of sorts, you
know?
Yeah,
definitely.
Because there's so many funny memories I have with my friends that are kind of forgotten memories at this point, because I don't have it recorded anywhere. But in the moment it was so gold and great, but
yeah, I know. No, it's I know. I've been going back on Snapchat memories a lot.
Oh, that's fun.
And it's definitely crazy. I'm happy I have those, because it's stuff that you wouldn't probably remember otherwise.
Yeah, you're right.
Little random things that happened in the day,
random clips, pics, whatever. Yeah, but we both still actively use Snapchat, which I feel like a lot of people don't.
The fact that both of us do, it's silly. I love it.
Yeah,
well, it's because our friends.
Yeah, communicate.
All group snaps. I'm sometimes it's the only way I can get information out of my friends. I'm come on, guys. You guys they get to see what we're doing. They can watch YouTube, podcasts, stories.
So much content.
Then I'll sit down with them and they're like, what's new? I'm like, I know you know everything about me right now because I post my whole life.
But tell me you.
But tell me you. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, no, you give me nothing.
Give me nothing.
Which is so fair. We're just very public people, but it's funny.
I appreciate a group snap. I think that it's an efficient form of communication, especially when you don't really have something big to say, but you just want to be like, oh, I just tripped and fell, haha, random stuff.
You just need to unload that.
Yeah, I needed to unburden that story
moment
and tell share it, because it's I feel that's what I use Snapchat for. Embarrassing things that happened to me, or
LOL, I'm drunk right now.
Yeah, things that are not important. Yeah, a group text, all right, guys, what's the best restaurant in New York? That's when you're trying to get information out of people. The snap is silliness, random.
Yeah, we'll do this in my hallmates group chat. We'll say okay, send life updates. So everyone sends a little paragraph.
Oh, that's cute.
And I learn a lot. I'm like, wow, didn't know you started a new job.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it's fun. You should do that. Everyone, life update, go.
We do my group chat from home. We do split screen, and everyone sends a picture of them in that moment.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, not super often.
So it's basically be real right now.
Yeah,
go.
We did that before Be Real. I don't want to say we were the OG Be Real.
How do you split screen?
You don't. It's not actually both screens, but you just send a selfie of what you're doing in that moment.
Oh, love.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. Like it gets the group chat going.
Does someone just say everyone?
Yeah, like someone will start it off and like send one. They'll be
I'm
like,
so
what's
doing
you know,
that.
like just like a picture of them working or whatever, and then it's like, oh, here we go. We're all firing it off.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I enjoy
know.
that. Well, before we keep enjoying this podcast, because we know hopefully a lot of you guys look forward to this every Wednesday.
Aw.
It's a treat for your midweek moment.
Yeah, it is.
We do have lots of sweeping to do.
We do. And some dusting and some polishing and even some
Some announcements.
Yeah, we do.
We have something really exciting to tell you Midwesters.
Midwesters?
Midwesterners?
The Midwesterners.
The
yes.
Midwesterners. I should know that. I go there every summer.
We are
going to Chicago
again.
I was like trying to reach around.
We announced our first Chicago show and it sold out. Like that was the fastest we've ever had a show sell out.
Yeah, I think in like 30 minutes or something crazy.
Yeah.
I don't want to put a number on it, but it was so insane. And a lot of you guys were literally sending us like long DMs, please. And so we were working on it. And we finally got it approved and got it all to happen. So Chicago,
bigger venue. So everyone should be able to get a seat. Yeah. We wanted to make sure that this time, like no one's left out, you know.
I knew it. I said it. I said Chicago is going to be big. And you know what? We had to do a smaller venue just to check in and everything. I get it. I get the business of it all, but
yeah,
I knew it.
I know. Well, you never really, that's the thing with these ticket sales.
You never really know.
Yeah, you never. And even if you have like listeners there or viewers, like, will they actually come? Like, yeah.
But Chicago, they run deep for Gals on the Go.
I love
clearly.
it. It's a
So
beautiful
we're very
city.
thankful for you guys. So, fun details. So actually, this is going to be at a different venue than the first night. So definitely want to make that clear. So that show is going to be on, actually, hold on.
November 3rd.
Friday, November 3rd at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a part of the 312 Comedy Festival. We're not calling ourselves comedians. It just happens to be that week. And we're very thankful that they're including us in this because it's a fun time. And the venue is Park West. So you guys know.
Mm-hmm. If you're Chicago people. So the first night, if you already have tickets, that's still happening, of course.
Yep.
So don't worry about that. And then if you didn't get tickets or, you know, I mean, it's going to be, that will be like the same show. I would say you're not missing out.
I wouldn't necessarily come to both unless you just love us so much.
Yeah. Unless you love the Gals. Different show from our last like tour, but those two shows will be like similar. So yeah.
Yes. And that's going to go on sale. If you guys are listening to this current, those tickets will go on sale this Friday, August 18th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If it does ask you for a code, it's GOTG, but we're not sure.
Positive
so we just
on
wanted
that.
to cover our
We'll
bases.
just give it to you to be sure.
Yeah, because I know that's like the worst feeling when there's like, there's a code, Brooke Danielle, there's a code. So if there is, try GOTG, but we don't think there should be on Friday. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, and we tried to fight for a weekend, so we got it. We got a weekend for you guys. So if you are nearby, I don't think we have any plans really to return to the Midwest after that. We were thinking like if we couldn't add this Chicago date, we would try to like add one later. But now that we have the second, like this is it.
Yeah, we actually were going to try and come back early next year, but it worked out that we could just do it all on the same trip. And the show was so much fun. So definitely get your tickets. It'll be on galsonthegopodcast.com. We'll also be linking it this Friday on our Instagram stories and everything like that. We're so excited. We're so thankful. We love you, Chicago.
We love you, Chicago.
We can't wait. It's going to be so much fun.
It is so much fun.
And we love that in the Midwest, I feel like everyone drives from everywhere. So like Brooke said, we're probably not going to be coming to the Midwest anytime soon. So if you live in the neighboring states, definitely make it a little road trip. This one's on a Friday, so after work you can come. Hopefully,
drive on
you can have a couple drinky poos and have a night with
and
your
we'll
girls.
take your Chicago Rex for sure. I feel like we need to do, since we'll be there now for some time.
Yeah, I know. I'm so pumped. We're gonna have the best time. Also on that note, New York City, we are coming to you guys Saturday, December 16th. It's literally gonna be so much fun. Also at 8 p.m. Tickets on sale. It's gonna be at Town Hall. It's like, it's not a holiday special, but like, let it be the holiday special.
It might be a little holiday.
We'll probably play a few holiday songs. But the show is so fun. It's completely different than last year. And we literally cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun. I like the segments that we have planned for this.
Just buckle up.
Buckle up. It's just a good time. And it's not like a live podcast. Like it's fully a show.
Yep. Exclusive content. Where we're not going to post the show or whatever.
And it's very interactive. We come in the audience. We chat with a lot of you guys. So yeah.
Wow, I am so excited. We have a lot of good stuff coming up. We also have some merch updates, I guess, and announcements, sort of.
Yes, there's so Fanjoy, where we do our merch on there, doing a little back to school sale. So if any of you guys are going back to school, or if you're not, honestly, indulge in a little back to school moment. I'm having the August blues. Like, I wish I was going back to school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've like diagnosed myself. I've had this the last 2 Decembers. I talk about my videos a lot. The last August I felt this way too, and the August before, but I was a little distracted because I was moving to New York.
Yeah.
I just felt like I should be going back to school. I should be back to school shopping. I should be getting my class schedule. Like, I don't know how to explain it. You're a couple of years older than me.
I'm out. I'm fully out.
But I was talking to someone about it, and she was like, she's a few years older than me, and she said, this is the first year that I haven't felt that way.
Oh, wow. Really?
So I don't know. It's just like this weird emptiness feeling. But anyways, that's besides the point. Fanjoy, back to school sale. So a few of our items, or a lot of our items, are actually on sale. So definitely go check them out if there's merch that you've been wanting. There's really fun stuff.
Yes, like our oversharing, overthinking sweatshirts are on sale. There's a bunch of stuff.
And if you are waiting on your Hamptons Gals sweatshirt, you are not alone. Trust me. They are all going to be shipping out. They might be shipping out this week as we're recording this. Basically, just so you guys understand, it's not like you're being neglected in any sort of way. They basically get all the orders in, and then from there they go into production. So it's nothing's delayed, and this is just how it's always been with all of our merch drops. So do not be alarmed. We see your comments. We hear you. We love you guys.
No, we do, and
we want you to get your sweatshirts soon
totally.
too. We've been on,
a lot of the production side of it, like, we don't like really see. So it's like, you know, we're just here in New York, like the facilities, I think in California, like, you know, we hear when you guys hear.
Yes,
so.
but there's still a lot of summer left, and the sweatshirt's great. So if you haven't gotten one, get one now, because they'll be shipping soon. So lucky you. And I think that's all the sweeping we need to do.
The sweep.
Yeah, Chicago, we're so pumped.
Yeah, so we'll have that link down below, but it's 312comedyfest.com is like how you could get tickets, but we'll also put it on our website, on our socials. You guys will be able to find it anywhere. And hopefully we're giving you enough of notice, because I know that's the other thing. Like, when we're like, it's kind of like, it gives like Taylor Swift energy when it's like, they're out today, like, you know, and you're all like running to get them. So you have the time.
Yes. Yeah. We wanted to make sure our listeners got the first glance at all this, because we love you guys endlessly, and we can't wait to party it up with you guys this fall and winter, I guess.
I cannot wait. Yeah, we're gonna have a blast.
A blast and a half. So yeah, that's all the updates. Now we can get into our favorite and rec of the week. Is that okay?
That's okay.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay.
What's your favorite right now?
My favorite is gold bangles. In general.
Okay.
I'm like literally not.
I know. I'm like looking. I'm like, I know.
Show me. You told me what you're wearing, so I was like, if I wear gold bangles, that's like a lot.
Oh, you know, it's okay. It's okay.
Didn't want to upstage, with my gold bangles flashing away.
Well, actually, for a podcast, it might be a little noisy.
Yeah, no, I was not ever going to wear gold bangles, but I have a couple favorites. I just think gold bangles are such a fun way. It reminds me of like when I was younger and gold bangles were a thing, or just bangles, silver bangles, whatever your preferred hardware is. I do love them both, honestly. I have some bangles from J. Crew that Kellyanne had bought, and I literally buy everything she tells me to buy. So I bought those. So cute. Didn't realize J. Crew had such great jewelry. I think I'm just scarred from like the rose and the bubble necklaces that I just steer clear of the jewelry area. steer clear. Preppy Danny activated.
Like ignoring that section of the store. Like, don't look at it. Don't look at it.
Triggered from all the money I spent on bubble necklaces.
No, they do have great accessories. Actually, they have really good like sunglasses, like scarves. Even I'm seeing like, I feel like they've done a complete revamp. So you can't even think of it as the same store.
No. So look at the jewelry section.
Yes.
Don't
neglect the jewelry section.
Never. But they have really good bangles. Also on Amazon, I just found some really cute ones. And then I actually did the Paige DeSorbo posted a TikTok because she did like a reverse image search on Amazon. She like found a really pretty, like some bagels that were really expensive that she liked, and she found them on Amazon. So
love.
Yep. And there was one other website that I wanted to say. Amazon Jake. Oh, and Revolve. Well, one other cool low-key website.
Yeah, it's an indie brand.
Yeah. I just like think it's so fun. I've just been loving wearing like a simple, like a black dress or, a simple classic fit, and then adding gold bangles. It really elevates it. It's so fun for summer. It's very vacation vibes. Yeah. It
reminds me of my mom and like grandma. Honestly,
yeah,
in a good way,
I know.
Like, I know. I think it's fun and funky.
Yeah, it's fun and funky.
I like it. I like a bracelet. Yeah. Oh, Danielle and I got these matching bracelets. We should talk about that.
We got welded bracelets or Zap bracelets.
We went to an event and they had one of these. If you've never seen this before, they're like basically permanent I'm putting that in quotes because
Yeah.
like, people are like, that would make me so nervous, like whatever.
Yeah.
There is a way to remove it. They taught us, but they're pretty permanent, and it's like a gold chain, and we got it put on us at an event, and you just leave it on. I think it's great.
Yeah, no, it was so fun. So shout out Skin Fix. They had us at a dinner at Don Angie. It was literally amazing. Finally I've had it, but you got to finally have the lasagna. Good. Oh, I did want to update while we're talking about food. Because I saw you rated Don Angie on Belly. I made a Belly, and I'm like addicted now.
Right? If you get into it, that's the thing.
It's really cool to see like what other people are bookmarking. I'm like, ooh, like I need to try this place out. So I think, like you said, like the more you go on it, the more you can customize. And
I forget, and then I'll like go 3 weeks without like updating. I'm like, damn, I went to like 2 more places. Like I have to go in and rank. So if you get into a good flow of ranking the places after you, like immediately
like
after
in
you
the car on the way home from dinner.
Yeah, you're like, that was better than Carbone, but worse than. Yeah.
I still honestly hate the ranking.
You don't like that system?
I hate it. I still like. I've rated like 50 restaurants now. I mean, I don't know how many you need to do, but it's still like Carbone or Tacombe. I'm like, oh my god, like stop it. But I don't know.
Yeah.
But I like that you can bookmark things. I like all the different folders it makes, like top 10 restaurant,
Yeah, it gives you recs.
Really
lots
nice.
of good recs on there if you're like dry. There's a map feature too.
Yeah. So I just wanted to update. So thank you for making that your favorite or rec last week.
Oh, of course.
But what is your favorite this week?
My favorite this week is my cup. I got this new cup. I've been on a cup journey.
I saw your stories. Yes.
So when we went to the Hamptons, every gal in that house comes with their big ol'
something
cup
or other. Yep.
And it's like a big boy insulated cup. You don't even know what liquid's in there. I'm like, is it alcohol? Is it water? Is it lemonade? Like, I don't know. It could be anything, but it's just everyone has the cup. Yeah. And it looks like it weighs 10 pounds. Like, it's like
the sword.
Yeah. They're like, that's literally what it is. And I'm not really like a cup girly. I'm more of a water bottle girly, but I was like, you know what? I feel like you have like a cup that you use at home,
I have a
right?
Stanley that looks like that.
Yeah. And I have the Stanley, but it's like from a brand, and it's just like not the color I want. I'm annoying. I know.
No, it doesn't make you want to pull for it. It's okay.
Exactly. And honestly, it spills. Do you feel that way?
I don't, but you know what?
Maybe it's the kind that I ever like the lid.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so I was like, okay, what one should I get? Should I get the Simply Modern, or should I try a different Stanley? A lot of people said the Simply Modern's good. I went rogue because then some people were like, Hydro Flask just came out with one.
It's very sleek looking.
She's very gorgeous to me. I'm holding it up on the camera. If you're watching on YouTube, if you didn't know, we post all of our episodes.
It looks
on
like
YouTube.
heavy.
It's heavy. You can. Well, it's full right now, so it's heavy. But yeah.
No, but that's how it should be. Nice and hydrated.
I do. And the only spillage would come from the straw. Like
that makes
the cup itself is like insulated. I got it in this like light gray color. I'll tell you the name of it. It wasn't on Amazon. It was only on the Hydro Flask website for
probably because it hasn't infiltrated Amazon yet. If it's that new, that's exciting.
Yeah. It's the 40-ounce all-around travel tumbler. I'm like a Hydro Flask till I die. Like I feel like it's like the brand that keeps my water the coldest.
Yeah.
So
I use my yellow Hydro Flask bottle like every day. Yeah. It's so funny. Like, do you have your same like your water bottle? Like, have you just used the same one for a while? Or do you get
I have some.
Colors?
I have two, and I feel like, and then I had like one, but then I like gave it to my mom. Like left it
Yeah.
home. I have a lot in rotation.
I need to do that. I've used the same yellow water bottle since literally sophomore year of college. And I'm like, that's so interesting. I buy so many things with that. Again, that's one of those things. Yeah, that's your thing.
Like I refused. I know this hurt. Actually, it did. It bothered me to pay the $40-something. It bothered me. For some reason, I was like $40 on a top shirt, $40 on this tumbler. Like, what a ripoff! But it is great. I really do like it. It's just
if it makes you drink more water. I made my dad buy a Stanley because so not a Hydro Flask, but I made him buy something like that because whatever gets you to drink more water, and like that looks like a nice crisp taste that you just got just now. She just took a sip, and I feel like
one thing I actually don't know about you. What temperature do you like your water?
Oh, this is a fun question.
Yeah.
I prefer to have ice in it, but I'm not going to like die if there's no ice.
So you're fine with room temperature water? I'm
fine with it. But every time I fill up my Hydro Flask, there's ice in it. But I'm not, I have friends that will come over and then they like make themselves a cup with ice and water. Mm-hmm. If I go over to a friend's, I'm probably just putting water in it.
Yeah.
What about you?
I would do the same if I'm going over to a friend's and I didn't want to be like, it depends how close of a friend. Like,
I don't think it's annoying. Okay. It's just more of like, I don't really want
it's
I'm
like
lazy.
annoying. Yeah.
I don't think it's
personally like water to give me a brain freeze. Like I want it to be so cold that it's like literally hurts, you know?
It's literally
like it's painful, but it's good.
Oh, by the way, I like that too.
Yeah. Straight to the brain. You're like, woo!
Woo!
Yeah. Like you feel it. And apparently it doesn't hydrate you as well though.
Yeah. My mom, of course, always, no ice, water with lemon, no ice.
Oh.
Always. Yep.
Wow.
No ice for her.
Okay.
But like, whatever gets you to drink water. I mean,
I know. I just love a cold, refreshing beverage. Honestly, all times of year, but especially in these hot months.
It is. Or like if you've been like out all night, or if you were like out to dinner and you come home to like your full water bottle of ice and water. Ugh.
It hits. God. I know. Preparing that before you leave for the night is like the ultimate form of self-care.
No, it's so kind to yourself, because nothing is worse when you come home from a night out and you just go to grab it and it's empty. And you're like, oh my God. And you hope you sip for just a little and there's just nothing.
There's drops left.
No. Yeah. And you're like, I wanted that surge to my brain. The brain freeze. Yeah.
No, I actually have this issue with Ben. Love him. But we have like different preferences on water temperature.
Oh.
So, I mean, we have separate bottles and stuff too. But if I'm like, hey, make me a water, like, I just got him to like learn, like, I like my water cold. Like I won't drink it if it's room temperature. Like I really won't, you know, like if I went to a friend's and they only had room temperature, no ice, like I would just probably have like 2 sips unless I was really, really thirsty.
I think that's more normal. I think a lot of people like a lot of ice.
Yeah. It doesn't, I mean, the freezing cold is my ultimate preference, but like even from a restaurant, like I don't want just I would like some ice in it. And I know that's annoying in the Europeans, like don't do ice, but you know, I'm a basic American bitch and like I love my ice. I love my ice. Yeah.
I know. I like ice too. Just so we're clear.
Yeah. Okay, good.
That's a fun question though.
Yeah. How do you take your water?
How do you take it?
How do you take it?
Well, thank you for that favorite. Everyone, that's making me want to like chug my water now. All this chat about water.
Inspired.
Oh my God. Okay, now we're gonna do our rec of the week. So I have a podcast episode to recommend. We've talked about the Skinny Confidential on here before. I love the podcast. I don't listen to every episode. I just kind of listen to the ones that really speak to me. And when Lauren does a solo, I die. Like I'm just so excited when she does a solo because I love how detailed she gets. Like, so then I fill up my water.
Yes.
And she's just so detailed. So she did an episode, of course I can find. Okay. It's called How to Constantly Level Up in Life with Lauren Everts Bostic. I listened to this yesterday. I'll get into it like later, but I had a whole home improvement cleaning weekend this weekend, and listening to that while cleaning my apartment was the best thing in the entire world. She gets so in detail because I was like, what does she even mean by level up? But like, she just went through everything, like, you know, how she always is, like her routine, these different wellness things she's added, or just like who you're surrounding people in your life with. Like it was a good little boost for my August blues. I needed a little like boost, and I feel
like a kick in the butt.
Yeah, like it made me go to bed last night. I put on my PJ set. I drank my tea. Like I just felt like my life was together.
I see.
And I do feel that episode really ignited something in me. You have to be in the mood to listen to an episode like that. You have to be in the mood for change and in the mood to like.
You have to accept the change. Yeah.
Yeah, not even change. I guess like if you're listening to an Ed Milet episode, you just need to be in the mood to like, because sometimes if you're listening to that and you're lazy, you're like, I don't need to hear this right now, Lauren.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it almost makes you feel worse. It's like kicking you when you're down.
It makes you feel
worse.
You're
like, okay, so I don't have anything together. Yeah.
So you have to, I was cleaning. I was already like kind of on the up and up, and it really just inspired me. So if you're in the need of like a little boost, highly suggest this podcast episode.
I'm inspired.
You really should listen to it. Like, I'm not going to say it changed my life because I hype everything up. It's such an issue that I have, but I really liked it.
I'm here for it. Yeah. Managing the expectations. We're working on it.
We're working on it.
I am too. It's definitely something to work on. Okay. My rec, quite different from Danielle's. On Netflix, there's a docu-series, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. It's called How to Be a Cult Leader. Yes, I know. I'm so crazy. Well, because I read that book on cults. Yeah. I'm not like so into it. Let me be clear. Like I'm into it enough that like I know about the major cults, like, but I'm not here like spitting the names of like the leaders, like being like. But I think it's fascinating.
Definitely.
And the author of that book is in the show. Like she's like one of the people that's like they interview, and like she talks about it, and she'll be like, you know, this is how this person like came to power, and like whatever. Yeah, it's a lot of people, and they kind of focus on like different cults each episode, but it's just the way that it's like done and told, it's not boring. It's very quick, very engaging. Like they made it for the Gen Z brain, like, you know, because I can't. Some of these docuseries like put me to sleep.
Slow moving with the music and the soundtrack.
This one is like, you know, they're doing like they have like either reenactments or like other footage or whatever. Like it's good. And I feel like you learn a lot about. They're crazy. I mean, I feel like in like the 70s, 80s, I don't know, there's a lot of cults, and that you learn about the things that like all the leaders had in common. Like they all were like passionate about like religion from a young age or whatever. Like, yeah, they have some things like in common. And not that
Brooke's studying up.
Yes, I'm learning how to run the gals in the go cult.
No, it's always really interesting to put yourself in someone else's shoes and like see how their brain works.
Yeah, it's just a good show if you need something to watch, like with roommates, friends, whatever. Like I feel like it's a quick, easy.
You can like chat about it. I love a show that you can be like, oh my god,
have you ever heard of this cult? Like I've never heard of this one. Yeah, and how crazy it is, and how like, and you see some of the people like that were in the cults like are interviewed, and like you see how in deep they were. Yeah.
Wow.
Fascinating stuff.
And what was it on?
Netflix. Yeah, I just said that so quickly. I was like, "Is that what it's Netflix?"
Oh, did we talk about Zoe 102 on last week's episode?
You told me
we FaceTimed
right before when I was leaving your apartment last week. You were like, "Oh, I want to watch Zoe 102," and I was like, "Oh, what streaming platform is it on?" No, so tell me about it.
Terrible.
Really?
Oh my god. However, if you did you watch Zoe 101 growing up? We talked about this.
Changed my life. I mean, like that was my show.
I do think I needed the closure.
Okay.
So I think it's worth watching. I didn't have a Paramount Plus. I literally created one to watch this. It was a movie. I thought it was going to be a show. It's a movie. It was interesting. It was, you know, your modern day cringy movie when they're like Zoe basically is it's not a spoiler. She's like the producer of like a kind of like a Love Island show.
Like that's her like job.
That's like her job. Okay. It's just like really corny, but at the like Quinn's in it. Like I think you were telling me she and well, I just won't spoil anything. But it gave me some closure on. I can't speak.
On
Zoe and Chase.
Oh, Zoe and Chase. I see.
And Logan and Quinn and Mark and
because not everyone was
Stacy's
back.
in it.
Okay,
I think that's it. But it was. I'm happy I watched it. But it was terrible. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. A lot of these reboots are pretty bad. I watched a little bit of the new iCarly, and it's like it's cringy, but it's like good. You know, like I feel like it actually is like if you listen to the writing, you're like, this is actually like witty and funny.
iCarly one wasn't bad. I watched a couple episodes on the plane, I think.
Yeah, it's still going. I think they're in like season 3 or something of that reboot. So
shoot.
It's still going. Yeah, I mean, I love Miranda Cosgrove though. I'm a stan. I love the girl. I think she's great.
She's the one that had the sound like, can you say fuck?
Yeah.
I love that TikTok sound.
She's so cute.
Much.
She's just so like pure.
She is like
too innocent for for this world.
I know. Love the gal. We do. But I wanted to update you personally.
Okay.
So
and it's like what, an hour, 2 hours? Maybe I'll watch it
tonight.
I
literally watched it while I did emails. It was like a mindless. Well, because if I do emails, it's words, so it's like you have to focus on one thing.
I get it.
But it was fine.
Okay.
I just tuned in on the important parts. It was cute. I don't know.
How about I'll watch it tonight and then I'll let you know my thoughts. I will.
But I'm not saying it's good.
Okay. It's so just to be clear, it is not a recommendation. It's just a mention.
It's just a mention, and but it is a recommendation. If you need closure, okay.
I feel like the marketing for that like failed because I didn't even know that it was out. That's just I don't know if I don't follow these people. I don't follow Jamie Lynn Spears. Like I haven't heard of this except for from you. So
no, I literally saw one TikTok ad.
Wow.
Yeah,
versus like the marketing for the Barbie movie now, like that, you know, everyone like
everyone's Instagram captions are Barbie related. Like they're taking lines from the movie. Wait, you still have to go see this movie.
I know. I've been so out of my
That could be something you do later this week.
Yeah, because I have to be more chill. I guess I could update. I don't even know if I told
you should definitely. You haven't talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah, I guess I haven't. I know, and I feel like a lot of people actually just listen to the podcast. They don't like follow.
Yes, you should definitely give them a little update.
Okay, the update is that I've been going through like a health journey, I guess, of sorts with. I'll just tell you how it all started because I went to my annual gynecologist appointment and they did like, you know, just the touching of like your boobs, basically like breast feel up. And I have dense breasts, which is like, it's like a thing. It's common. I don't even think you have to have big boobs to have like dense breasts. I'm pretty sure it's just like a thing. They're just like a little more like, whatever. You'd probably know if you had them. And they were like, you know, we just want to send you like for additional testing, basically just to make sure like that everything's good. Cause it's like unclear what's what, kind of like when you're just feeling it with your hand, you know. And I went to a different gynecologist than I normally go to. She was at the same office, but like not my normal one. So I feel like that's kind of how it all started, which it might have been good that I went to this woman anyways. So then I went, got a sonogram, and they found nothing actually in my breast, but while they did the sonogram, which is like literally how they like look for your baby, like you know, that's like, it's that type of scan. I've had it done on, I feel like, other parts of my body too.
Yeah, me too.
But then they look in your armpit too, because they look from like the side basically. And on my left armpit, they call it the axilla in medical terms.
Hey, look at you knowing your stuff.
I know, because it's like I read the reports and it's like left axilla reported. Like, yeah, I'm like, someone help me with this. And they found a swollen lymph node, and they're like, okay, no, like come back in like 2-3 months, we'll see if it went down. It went back, didn't go down. So then I started like actually spiraling. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh, it's fine now. I'm fine.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Yeah,
you're on the up and up.
I'm on. Yeah, this is whatever. So then they did a biopsy where they stuck like a needle in it basically and retrieved like some of the cells. Came back fine, but it's just like odd that it's like swollen. It's just one. I don't have any others. I don't have any like symptoms of like anything else. So they were just like, this is just kind of random. It could be from 1,000,001 different things, but we just want to like, you know, this is the process of me going to literally 4 different doctors too, by the way.
No, that was insane.
No, it's insane.
It's like you're scared and stressed, and then on top of that, you're having to do all these referrals.
Yeah, so many referrals.
That's when you started your new insurance. Yes, you're 26 now. I was like, oh my god.
It was just every day on the phone with the insurance company.
Not ideal timing.
Yeah, it's pretty good health insurance. Like I don't really owe like. Okay, so long story short, I have to get this surgery now. They did a regular like a needle biopsy, but since it's still there, like didn't go down, they just were like, let's remove it. Not even for the sake of, because I was confused. I was like, oh, they're taking it out of me just in case. And they were like, no, we're taking it out of you to test it more. That's like the purpose of it. I know. It's kind of confusing. So I'm going, when this episode goes up, I have my surgery that day. So, but it's really super
send Brooke
simple.
all the good vibes. I mean, you'll obviously be fine, but send her a hug.
Oh, thanks. She's so sweet, the surgeon. So like, you know, did the meeting with her. It's just all different. I mean, I thought I understood the healthcare system, but at least here, you know, it's like you have your surgeon, like you have I went to like a hematologist, and then I went to like and the radiologist, and like and then the gynecologist. Like there's just, that was like
all the lists.
Seriously. So it's just a reminder, like stay up to date on like your health scans and stuff, because, you know, I hope that it's nothing. Hopefully it is. But, you know, if anything comes up, like it's so early that like it's good that we're taking care of it now.
No, I mean, it was definitely like a good like push for me to be like, okay, I gotta book my annual gyno. And she was feeling my boobs. I was like, feel extra well, like
make
like
sure,
fill me up, girly, like
do whatever you need to do.
No, I literally, because like then, you know, I know
I feel bad. I'm sorry. I hate bringing it up because I know that
you
it's
always
like
apologize. No, that's just life. It's
fine.
But then I was like, you know, feeling, but it's good. It's better to just be on guard. But I'm like, can you just feel right here? She's like, yeah, that's fine. I'm like, okay, it's just
good. I would have never noticed, just so we're clear. Like, so that's the other thing.
And they could take it out and it could be fine, which would be awesome.
Yeah.
And either way, it's out. So
exactly.
Be gone.
Be gone. Yeah.
Be gone, lymph
especially
node.
if I don't need it. It's not on my breast too. They can just operate like right in the armpit, which is nice. So I don't have to worry about, not that I would say take it out regardless because like it's necessary, but I don't have to worry about crazy. I mean, I might have a scar in my armpit, but like who cares, you know?
Literally, who cares?
Yeah. I mean, I would probably.
That's where people have them. Sometimes they get like boob jobs. So.
Oh, is that where they do it? I always wondered where they do it from.
Or
like around it, right? Well, they take the nipple off. And then they put it back.
Oh my God. I think it's a different thing. Well, because someone I know got a boob job when I was younger and they didn't want to tell me. So they were like, oh, I got armpit surgery.
Stop.
So I think she had it in her armpit. Like that's where they went. Because I remember she kept like.
Well, you can, I mean, they do surgeries. When I got my nose job, they went in from the top too.
From the top.
Well, they went in from the bottom here, like, and like, you know, like, like the in between your two nostrils. But then they also had an incision from the side.
Okay.
Which is like not always common. Yeah, it healed up.
Thinking about the nipple.
Ow. Oh, sorry. We don't have to discuss.
Yeah, sorry guys.
No, and I'm sorry to even bring up. I know some people are like, thank you for sharing, and some people are like, please don't talk about this. So I'm not trying to like whatever.
I think it's always important to share. It's a good reminder. Like, go to your lady doctor.
Yeah, totally.
And I was like, I literally hate going to the doctor, not even for a specific reason. And I literally went this past Friday. And I think also sharing with them that you're a little anxious or you don't like being there. She made it so easy, and they're always so comforting. Like, so comforting. Doctors are there to help you, not to scare you. I
know. And I feel like it is like a bit of a journey to find the right doctors. That's this sounds like it's like an ad for ZocDoc. It's not. But I'm like, and today's sponsor, thank you. No, it is. It's not. It is really important though, because I've gone to doctors where I don't feel comfortable, and I feel like I can't like speak my truth, or if I'm like, you know, experiencing something weird, like, you know, you feel like ashamed or embarrassed, like it's important to go to ones that you actually feel comfortable with.
Definitely. It makes it now. I'm like at the end of the episode, at the end of the meeting, she was like, and now you won't hate coming back next year because like you know how easy it was. I was like, you're so right. Like,
and you went in, you went out.
I went in, I went out.
How fast? Like it's like an hour, right?
Yeah,
like
it's so easy. Like they're there to help you.
I know.
So just our little medical PSA.
I know. I've heard from friends. I have some friends that like were like, I haven't been to a doctor in 3 years, 4 years. I'm like, you're kidding.
No doctors.
No general. Maybe like a one-off like gynecologist appointment to like re-up on birth control or something. But like no.
I mean,
like,
I definitely haven't gone to a primary doctor. I need to do that. I just do like gyno every year.
Well, that's at least something. But
they do like the general. Everyone's different.
Yeah.
Some of my friends like haven't gone to the dentist in forever, and they have perfect teeth, and it pisses me off.
And then some people are like really, really scheduled with their like timing on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're really good.
To be. It's like 6 months though. I think I'm already at 6. Like, oh my God.
Oh, for dentists?
I think it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's every 6 months.
Yeah,
I've been
right.
going every 3.
3?
Just for this year because of my whole
Your
cavity scandal.
Journey.
Yeah.
My
cavity scandal. I guess I haven't really talked about that.
I know.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
That's a live show.
Yeah,
special.
that is a live show.
People got
That's
it at the
an
live
exclusive.
show. So yeah. Maybe I'll talk about it at the New York City live show or Chicago. Link down below. Summer is here and your wardrobe needs an upgrade, right? Instead of getting a flimsy fast fashion haul, spend your money wisely on high quality essentials that will last beyond the season. Quince is my spot for quiet luxury without paying luxury prices. I love Quince. I have this beautiful midi skirt from them. They also have amazing linen and so many other things. My mom actually just recently started shopping on there because she listens to the podcast and she was like, this is amazing. Quince offers a range of must-have items like 100% European linen under $50, luxurious mulberry silk skirts, I have one, and of course Italian leather bags and 14-karat gold jewelry from $30. All their prices are 50 to 80% less than similar brands, and because Quince creates timeless, classic styles that won't go out of fashion, you'll have them in your closet forever. I seriously was not sure what the cost would be because it's so nice and it feels like it came from a designer store, but Quince has the pricing of a fraction of what I expected. I know you're wondering how they do it. Quince partners directly with top factories to cut out the cost of the middleman and pass the savings on to you. What's even better? Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices and premium eco-friendly fabrics and finishes. So I can feel good about getting high-quality items that last longer. Upgrade your closet this summer with Quince. Right now, go to quince.com/gals to get free shipping and 365-day returns on your next order. That's QUINCE.com/gals for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/gals. Okay, cool. Wow. Well, we haven't even gotten into our ketchup and mustard.
No, we haven't ketchup and mustard.
We just have like so much to talk about recently these last few weeks. So
I know.
Hopefully you guys are enjoying these episodes. We just have so much to chat about.
I feel like because we've been having like different experiences. So it's like nice because we'll be like,
we get to tell each other.
Yeah,
like,
this is the experience that I had. This is the experience you had. Why don't you start with your weekend? Because I feel like you had a weekend of doing all of the things.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go. Please tell me about. I feel like, and this is the other thing we have purposefully, I feel like not been, I was off the grid this weekend, but I feel like we purposefully like don't say like, oh, this thing happened to me because you save it for the podcast. So I like to absorb it all IRL. What are you laughing at?
Can I share the story about your mom or no?
Oh, yeah, of course. I had them written down. Yeah.
Guys, just because you said off the grid and it's fresh.
I know. I was off the grid this weekend.
So funny. So, well, you can share.
Okay, where I was this week.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was at a music festival in Pennsylvania in the Pocono Mountains. Okay, so let me set the scene. It's called Elements Music Festival. I've never been to this festival. I just saw the lineup. I was like, it looks good. My boyfriend and I like listening to this sort of music, and I was like, that would be really fun. Like, he starts school again soon.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's do this as like an end of the summer like bash sort of thing, just the two of us. So we did it. We booked it. It's a camping festival now. This was my first time like experiencing a camping festival. Now, of course, you guys know me. You know, camping. The two don't really. It's like oil and water. You know.
Yeah,
like
no,
those
do not combine. Nope.
And I commend the people that can do it. You're strong. you're stronger than me.
It's just like the music festival itself is already a job, as we said earlier.
Yeah.
So then also camping, it's props.
Yeah, no, I understand the fun of it, and like I actually do, like I could like see a world in which like if you're there with all of your friends and you like set up a big campsite, like do I want to do it? No, but like I see why people do though.
Yeah,
does that make sense?
Yeah, I could probably.
No, I was like, that's one of the things.
I would rather camp like on a lake. I would do it, but like I want it to be like cozy, fall,
like in nature.
Yeah, not personally.
No, this is very different. I mean, like you're like, you know.
Yeah.
So I did not camp. I did the hotel. There was a hotel. There were like, people also did like Airbnbs and stuff. Like you could like you could stay offsite and just like Uber in for the day or whatever.
Yeah.
The hotel had a shuttle running back and forth, which is really nice.
So you found a hotel.
Found a hotel, booked it actually through the like festival because it was like,
oh cool,
if you book it through us, the shuttle's included. And I was like, oh, the transportation, like that's a big plus.
Oh my god, so you literally had a shuttle every day?
Yeah,
that's really nice,
really convenient. Now I didn't have my choice of hotel though. You book it and it says, you know, premium accommodations, but like it shows like the little picture of like what it is, and it's like, you know, you'll be within 10 miles of the place, but like transportation's included. I know this area. Like you're kind of like up in the mountains. Like it's not necessarily.
There's no
like
one hotel.
No one hotel. Even like nicer like resorts,
Hilton,
casinos.
Marriott,
like those are pretty far. Like it's really you're up there. You know. I was like, all right, well we'll see what we get. It's a hotel at the end of the day.
Yeah. It's not like
it's
you're like
hotel.
a princess. Like it's just you need like a hotel.
Exactly. I was like, it's 3 nights in a hotel. Like we're gonna be out literally the whole day. Like you know, we're only there for a few hours.
Yeah.
To sleep.
Yeah. Literally.
Okay. So, just so we're clear, I told my parents weeks ago where I was going, but my mom has been so busy with work, and I feel like just like like the communication in my family, it's been like it's been off. It hasn't been as frequent as normal. I told her where I was. I posted on my Instagram story where I was. Like I wasn't completely off the grid.
No, definitely
right.
Not. You're posting way less, but like
I showed where I was.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, definitely.
I think at least. I mean, you tell me.
Well, so then on Sunday morning, I don't know, this weekend, Adina Michio. Hi, Danielle. I'm sorry to bother you. I was trying to reach Brooke. Honestly, I'm not sure who she's with. Her location shows she's at a Best Western, which is odd. I'm at breakfast with Ryan, and I am dying laughing. Like, Brooke at a Best Western? Definitely not.
She can't possibly be there. Yeah.
Oh my god! And I go, yes, that's the hotel. I responded literally right away because I knew she was probably freaking out.
I know she texted Ben too. Well, she texted me like at like 9 a.m., 10 a.m. I was sleeping. We went to bed at literally like 4 or 5 in the morning. So like just so we're clear, like that was the vibe of like this festival.
Like you just need. She texted me at 10:20. So
yeah, so she texted me at like 9:30, and then like once I wasn't responding, I do understand the concern of not responding. That is jarring. But
yeah,
this is why I share my location with her. But I guess she was like, why is she at this location?
No, I know.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's the hotel she's staying at. She's at a music festival, and that's the hotel. She goes, thank GD. I said, she's with Ben. I'm crying. Haha. I just couldn't stop. She goes, I was so concerned. I said, Best Western is not on brand. She goes, thank you for your quick reply. Love you. I said, love you.
Well, I'm glad that she feels comfortable to text you.
She
You were the
comes
two
to
people.
me for, I know.
Yeah,
I'm like
I
her
know.
ICE. I love it.
Yeah, no, you all like, I don't respond. She goes to, I've never really had that happen, by the way, like the like no response thing. Cause I have some friends' parents that have definitely texted me before that.
Same.
Yeah. Where they're like, are you with her? She's not answering me.
Yes.
And like the friend is fully getting the text, but like ignoring them.
Yeah.
Have you had that happen?
Oh yeah. I've had it all. The moms always come to us.
Texting me. Like
Brooke and Danielle will be on their phones. Like, I think that is why when we don't reply, our parents are like, wait, she's at this random hotel in the middle of nowhere in Pennsylvania.
Yes,
like,
I understand she was a red panic.
Yeah.
That moment.
And by this is not shitting on Best Western, literally in the slightest. It's just like, let's be real. If Brooke has a couple up, she might choose like the Marriott. I don't know.
I don't know if I've ever really stayed. Maybe like
I've stayed at a Best Western. You know what? I do love like a.
I know you love the hotel breakfast. I know you were gonna say.
Yeah,
that.
like the Springfield. Like I like the Marriott Springfield or whatever those are called. Like the.
The suites. Yeah.
Spring Hill Suites. Yes. Those hotel breakfasts where you get to make your own waffle. Like, fuck me up. Like, I can't. But that's just me.
No,
it's very unpopular opinion.
I get it.
So yeah, that just made me think of it when you said you were off the grid.
I was off. So to be clear, I was off the grid, and then I replied. I was like, "I'm good. I told you I was here. I told you I was going, but like, I feel like she didn't, keep track of my schedule. She's like, oh yeah, I remember now. Like, you're good.
I needed that. That was funny.
You
for
needed
me
the
that
boost.
morning.
Yeah, she
And
definitely. And I had like so many missed calls. I was like, oh my god,
wow, that is scary.
I know. I hate waking up to that.
I know. red pan.
Yeah, well, I woke up to bed being like, your mom texted me, like, and he was like, I've been like replying with her or whatever. Yeah, I was sleeping. I'm good. Yeah, he's like, I have her hostage in the room. Do you want to talk to her?
She's taped up that you can talk to her. Oh my God, imagine.
Stop. No. Oh. It was not like that, just so we're clear. It was really, nice. But we did become like friends, not friends, but like, because we would take the shuttle over to the festival every day. So we kind of became friends like with the other hotel guests.
Oh, that's so fun.
Some were chattier than others, some would like, people really got a kick out of the fact that our names, like when we would introduce ourselves, we'd be like, oh, I'm Brooke and I'm Ben. They'd be like, oh my God, that's so
Brooke
cute.
and Ben at Elements Music Festival. By golly.
They really liked that.
Oh, that's so fun. Wait, I feel like you should just give us the rundown. I put this on you now.
So like I said, my first multi-day music festival, like in this, I mean, yes, we went to Coachella, went to Lollapalooza. I guess Coachella would be like the equivalent, but like not really though. I don't know. I guess it's similar in the sense of like,
it's a different genre. Well,
it's more,
this was a specific genre only festival.
Only EDM, which I do like. You guys know I go to a lot of concerts. I'll go to like, I'm going to Izu this year. I go to like stuff that's more like that's in New York. I don't necessarily like always travel and stuff.
Yeah.
But festivals are just such a good way to see so many people at once.
Oh, it's awesome.
Right? Like I feel like I checked off, like I couldn't go to a bunch of stuff because I had weddings this year. And I was like, oh, I get to bang it all out in like one big weekend, Oh,
yeah, I guess you didn't do like the outdoor Mirage as much this summer.
Not really.
You didn't need to.
Yeah, because I've been booked and busy, us. We're on the go. So a lot of people do camp, and it was a real rave. Like it was, and I feel like from an outsider looking in, you're like, this is literally delusional, insane. Like these are grown adults running around. Most of them are like half naked in costumes, whatever. But then, not to be like this, but I will say it, like when you're there, you appreciate it so much because it's almost like, I don't know how to explain this in a good way, but like, everyone's like releasing their inner child in a way.
Definitely.
Like,
it's
and
so
like
magical.
being, and it is so like open and like accepting. And I really appreciate that. Yeah. It's a safe space. The crowd is so nice.
You said this. Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone's just like, hey.
They're like, of course, like, like you're like not even at the Mirage or other places where I go to see concerts. I feel like if it's general admission, like you're kind of like, hey, oh my God, stop pushing and shoving. Like
definitely
whatever. But in this case, like, you're like, excuse me, they're like, no problem. Like, people are turning over to you.
Here's a bracelet.
Yes. I didn't even trade bracelets, but I made some. Did you see what I put on one of them?
Yeah, I like
this.
Cunty slime.
You watched the episodes ago. I thought
that
was funny.
A funny story.
Everyone's really, really like, just complimentary, like fun,
That's
good energy. And it's like the type of thing that like, you don't have to like be best friends with these people. You could exchange 2 words like, oh, have you seen him before? Like, yeah, I've seen him. Like, he's great. And then like, you're just chilling. Like, like it's just a good environment. I got to meet up with a friend from college and her group. Like, so we pretty much
That's
like
so
stayed with their group the whole time.
It's ideal to have like a crew.
So nice. And I just had a blast. I mean, it takes it out of you. My God, I am tired today.
Yeah. You don't seem like it. I thought you were going to be really like low battery today, but you're not.
Yeah. I'm low, but I feel like I'm like delusional, like energy wise. Delulu. Like, yeah, because I've slept like a few hours every night.
Yeah.
It's just one of those weekends that like I knew going into it, I was like, all right, this will be like my big summer blowout.
Yeah.
But I had a lot of fun. I would recommend. But you have to go into it like really open minded, like I'm saying, like, and I didn't even camp, so I'm not even in it as much. Yeah. But I've had so many lovely subscribers and listeners of the podcast that were like, so I said I would talk about it. So thank you.
Oh, shout out to them.
Nice. I know.
That's really cool. That's always fun. And like situations like that where you're all like there because you love the music. Yeah. And then they're like, I'm a listener, I'm a follower.
Uh-huh. At one point, actually, there was, I didn't even say this, and I didn't like post about it, obviously. There was, we were able to take the shuttle back and forth to the hotel as many times as we like leave and re-enter.
Love.
So, we would like go back maybe around like 8 o'clock, come back at 10, like have some snacks in the room, like relax, sit down, go to the bathroom there, whatever.
Wow, that is unlike any other festival.
Yeah, really nice.
I've been to. That's real nice.
Really nice.
Charge your phone.
Exactly. Get to like recoup for a second. There was a day in there that there was like severe lightning and thunderstorms or whatever, so they shut down the festival, and that was the night that like it was like a big night for me because I wanted to see Gorgon City and Skrillex. These probably mean nothing to some people, but like I was like, okay, those were like the people I was excited to see. And they shut it down, and then we're like, damn, like I guess we're done for the night. And then they like 30 minutes later like text us like it's open again, and they got everybody back in, and we got to see it, and it was kind of
probably so excited.
It was kind of cool too. Like it was like light rain. I had my rain jacket, so I was comfortable. But like it was like kind of a vibe. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I know.
I'm so happy it was like a good experience. It was fun.
It was, and I'm glad we did this like kind of festival. Ben's like been to festivals before, but I'm glad that this one was like, it wasn't even that low key, but it was a little bit more of a low key one comparatively to like.
Doesn't look like EDC or anything.
Yeah,
like,
I want to do EDC like at some point in my life.
Yeah.
I went to one day of it when they had it in New Jersey. Actually, they used to have one in Jersey, and I went like I think senior year of high school. I went, but it wasn't like to the scale of like the one in the one I want to go at some point. I feel like it would be. I really think fun. That's
your journey. Like,
yeah,
I think you do.
And now I've like proven myself. Like I can hang.
You did 3 days.
Yeah,
elements.
I was concerned that like it would really be like really tiring, but I feel like I was just like motivated because I was like, I want to see these people. Like I want to like I'm here. Like,
what time would you get to the festival every day?
It varied.
Is it like standard, like 3 or 4?
Even later than that. Like, yeah, the first day was later than that because we didn't check into the hotel until 3. So I feel like we didn't go to the festival until like 7.
Yeah.
The next day was...
Oh, that's so doable.
Yeah. And the next day I think was like 5, but we like went back for a little bit.
When was the last performer? Starting?
Like 12:30, 12:45.
So that's when they started?
And like it was like off by 2. But apparently, if you stay in the campgrounds, they have stages in the campgrounds. So like people,
that's
like,
cool.
These big people. I feel like I've talked about him before. John Summit. He's like a big EDM guy. He has like songs that you probably know.
Yeah.
He like went to the campground. Like I wasn't staying. You could go to the campgrounds even if you're not staying there. But he went there and like performed till 5 a.m. like in the campgrounds. I know.
Oh, they must have been lit.
Yeah. One of the listeners was like.
That's
we
really
like
cool.
heard him from our tent. Like,
oh
isn't
my
that
god,
crazy?
that's actually really nuts. Well, that's so funny because I was gonna say that's nice if you like EDM, but you don't want to stay up too late because like most festivals, the last one starts at like 10.
You got to sleep then you got to be in the quiet camping section. There's literally designated sections. There's like group camping. Like we were looking at the map because like the groups like name themselves. Yeah. There was one group, the corporate wooks.
Oh my god, they're like all Morgan Stanley on the week, and then on the weekend they're wooks.
Yeah, so oh, it is really crazy though because you're like at this festival and everyone's just like having a good time, like tearing it up, whatever. Like I meet people, they're like, oh, I'm like a software developer, like I'm like like a crazy like literally like a rocket scientist, whatever. You're like, damn, and we're just all here like listening to these beats, like
you're all brought together under one roof,
under
one sky. Under one
scarf. Under one magical. And it was nice to be up in the mountains. Have you ever been to the... Yeah, we went to the Poconos. Yeah. I really like it there.
It's beautiful. It's relaxing. It's
not
easy,
too far
2
of a drive.
hours.
Yeah.
Non-offensive drive.
Non-offensive drive. Really not a lot of traffic. So, anyways, I think I talked enough about the rave. People probably don't even care. Like,
no, that is so false. I'd say it's like half and half. Like, I feel like... Same like when I talk about country music. Like, half the people are like, eh.
Yeah. Oh, there were lots of visuals, though. Very different than the Luke Combs concert. Extremely visual heavy. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. There were some bands, though. There's like electronic like bands that like, have a little bit of like I
love that.
A groovy thing, even though it was like all electronic music. There's also just a lot of like cool, like little random like tent setup where it would be like a drummer or like whatever, like there were shops and stuff. It was much larger than I expected. I was expecting to show up to this thing and it'd be like a couple stages and like and it was big. Like that's why we got so many steps in, because the whole thing is like part of it's in like a forest. It was cool.
Was there good food there?
Yeah, I always get this food at festivals. They have it, I think, at Govball and stuff too. Yeah. Dank nugs. Have you ever had it?
Never. Is it like loaded nuggets?
Yeah, yeah. I get the one with like it's like Parmesan, chive. I have like my order. Like I have like my festival food order.
The same brand?
Yeah, it's literally called Dank Nugs.
Oh, cool.
They have it like at a lot of festivals. My guys. I'm back. No, they don't recognize. I think it's different groups. And then what else do we get? I don't know. Like it's festival food. It's not like the best food I've ever ate, but it's like pretty good. It
does what it needs.
It does
to fuel you.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm a festival girl now. We'll see.
Did you get merch?
Nope. Not a single thing. No, I didn't want to wait in the line. Honestly.
Because then you're like missing out on other things. Or if you get there early.
I know.
That's the thing with merch. The Drake merch isn't online. I'm so mad. I know.
Can you get it on like resale, but like for like really
maybe
expensive?
If any of you guys are going to a Drake concert soon, I'll literally pay you.
Wow, I'm sure someone would do that for you.
I will literally pay you. I have to plan
what do you
my
want?
buy.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even get to like. There's like this one. I think it's like a green T-shirt. I'm maybe interested in, but I didn't even like. I'm just so mad at myself because I was able to buy the Taylor Swift one online, so I thought Drake would do the same for me. But it's fine.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out.
Well, that's my ketchup and mustard. That was my
I'm so
whole
glad.
weekend, and now I'm about to, and then I go in for surgeries, and literally the
You were like, just let me get it all out
the
for
rave
it.
to surgery pipeline. That's my journey this week. So
Oh, well, it'll be a nice chill week for you.
yeah, I'm excited. Okay. Now tell me about you, because I feel like you did a whole bunch of things, and clearly you had a spiritual revelation of your own on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
So, Lauren Bostic.
Went
you,
to church. Skinny Confidential church. So Friday night was a really fun night. It's starting to feel like the fall again in the sense of like activities and stuff. Like this was the first weekend in a while that I saw like people that I went to Georgia with that live in the city, because I feel like, every Saturday we see them at like American Whiskey or stuff for Georgia games, but through the summer it's you don't see a lot of people. We're all over the place. Anyways, one of Ryan's fraternity brothers set up a Braves game. So Braves were playing the Mets this weekend, and he literally basically reached out to everyone that he knows that went to Georgia that lives in New York City now. There was like probably 35 of us. He had a whole pregame, and we all went to the Braves game together. It was so fun. We were like in the 500 section. It was a good time. And I really enjoyed it. It's what my soul needed that night. It was funny though, because it was like a whole series with baseball. So it was that night. It was the next day. They were having a doubleheader on Saturday at 1 p.m. and like 7 p.m. and then also on Sunday. And Ryan and Lily went to the whole series.
Stop.
Yep.
Did they win?
They won all but Sunday.
So they won the series.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They won the series. Yes.
Okay.
And
at least it was worth his time.
But on Saturday,
Yeah.
he was like, he knew I wouldn't go to the 1 p.m., but he was like, would you go to like the 7 p.m.? And I was like, Ryan, I did it. I literally went on Friday. I did the vodka in the plastic water bottle. I got
Did
the
you
hot
stick it
dog.
in your crotch? How did?
Oh, I didn't bring it into the stadium.
No, you could do it. People do that.
I brought it on the subway. I felt crazy.
Oh, you're so cool. Were you
Well,
taking
because
swigs of it on
I
the
was
subway?
literally taking swigs of it with my
Stop.
Spritz Society. I was chasing it with Spritz Society on the subway in my hint water bottle. I hydrated it up. Then I put the vodka in there, and
Oh my
it
god!
was literally at the pregame. I was like, I am in high school right now, because I chilled it. And then by the time I got to the pregame, it was warm, and I'm like, you want some Grey Goose? And they're like, doesn't look very appetizing right now. But the thing is, whenever I go to these baseball games, it's so hard to find a bar. It's always like the little carts with the Bud Light seltzers, and those are great, but
They're not gonna get you drunk.
they're not gonna get me where I needed to be for
yeah.
this baseball game. Okay, I don't die for baseball. Like I die for football. I don't die for baseball.
It's long. They're long.
It's gotten shorter.
games.
Have I told you this? So now they changed a rule that literally all the guys were telling all the girls at the pregame. It was so funny. I already knew it because Ryan told me. But basically now there was always basically unlimited time in between each pitch. Like the pitcher could just take as much time as he needed.
Okay.
Now I think he only has 30 seconds, which is it makes the game go a lot faster.
Okay, that's good
So it's a selling point now. But yeah,
it's a long game. I went to a baseball game the other
Oh, yeah, you
recently.
did.
Yeah, I mean they're long. That's the thing. They're
Yeah.
enjoyable. It's about the experience. I feel like this is I know.
Oh, wait,
baseball
yeah.
fans are mad probably, but like it's more about the American
the hot dog,
vibe.
the
Like,
popcorn.
yes, exactly. You get your snacks. You go with your people. You have some
100%.
conversation. You explore the stadium. That's what it's about for me.
Me too. And that's why when Ryan's like, do you want to go again? I was like, no, I did it. I did it all. I left everything on the field.
Did he stay at?
Oh my God, yeah.
Where did he go? Just in the parking lot and like tailgated?
Do you know where Govball was? Like that long trail.
Yeah.
So it's right next to Citi Field where the game was, and that long trail that like you walk to Govball.
Oh, that's where like U.S. Open is too.
Mm-hmm. There was like a food festival. He was watching someone's soccer game. Like there was only like, and then of course he decided to upgrade to the Delta Club that day and get the nicer ticket. And he's like, you would have loved it. I was like, we never do that.
That's where the Queen's Night Market is.
Oh,
Yeah, I've wanted
okay.
to go to that. It's cool. That's like a thing. It's like Saturdays, I
That's-
think, and it's like you get
yeah.
like little samples of things. Like,
Yeah.
Did he say anything about?
He didn't say
does it
samples,
ring a
but he
bell?
got corn. He did tell me that with
Good.
cheese on it. He was like, that
I'm
was weird.
glad.
But he did it because that's what they suggested. But anyway, so that was Friday night. It was fun. Literally went to bed after that. I was exhausted. And then Saturday during the day was just kind of because Ryan left. Literally all of my best friends were out of town.
Wow.
Like every single one except for my best friend Caitlin, who just moved to New York, but she
Wow.
was like moving and she was like, don't come out. Like I just can't. I can't.
She wasn't ready yet.
She wasn't ready for me, which was so
What,
fair.
your energy or what was she not
No,
ready
no,
for?
she wasn't being
like
mean.
for you
I
then?
just when I moved too, and friends like, I'll help come over. I'm like, you don't need like I
Yeah,
just need to like
it's a
put
lot.
my hair up and be sweaty and just do
Yep.
everything. She was with her mom. She was
Yep.
like, maybe just wait to come till Sunday. So I was like twiddling my thumbs, and I was like, you know what? How am I going to defeat these August blues? Because normally I'm moving around this time. So I just was like, okay, we talked about this. Like I'm staying here, so I put myself to work and I cut up my turf. I put it on my balcony.
Did you do that yourself?
Literally all by myself. I was fully gonna have Ryan do that for me, but I was so proud of myself.
I was very impressed by that
Thank
home
you.
improvement project. It looked good.
Thank you.
Did you feel like you like?
I think I did it okay. Like I put a measuring tape. I didn't measure. I just I measured, but I didn't like. It wasn't a straight line, but it looked fine.
That's fine. You know.
Yeah, it was fine. It made me happy. And then there was like other organizational stuff I've always wanted to do.
I saw the Container Store run.
Yeah, it was so fun. But it was so funny. So I walked into a Container Store and I'm like, oh my gosh. It felt fun to be there because people were shopping. There was like dorm stuff.
Yeah, it's cute.
I got that fill that I needed.
So you got your fix.
But then
good.
I hear someone go, Danielle. I turn around. It's Caitlin and her mom.
Oh, really?
I'm like, she probably thinks I was like following her.
You're like, oh, hey, I didn't know you'd be here.
No, but I was like, oh my God, I did not even think about the fact that this could be a place.
Yeah.
The Bed Bath & Beyond closed that's like across the street. Anyway, so Container Store is the place to be. So I got to see her after all, which was really funny.
Did you go back to her house with her?
No. I
still like, by the way, I'm going to.
I was like, well, since we're together now.
I'll stop by.
I know. I was like dying to see her apartment. But no. Then I went back and I just did every single project I've been wanting to do because I was just alone all day Saturday. I was like, I could like try and make plans, but I was like, I don't know. I wasn't really in a drinking mood this weekend. After Friday night, I was like, I'm just good. Mm-hmm. So I just literally I would pick a corner of my okay, this needs to be organized. I like I'm getting new nightstands. Like I'm just doing shit.
Oh, you're just getting it all done.
Because I'm staying for another year. Let's just make it right. I need to film my apartment tour. Like things just need to happen. So I did that.
Can you explain to me like okay, so then the Container Store, because I did the Container Store in January, and I was a lost soul in the Container Store. Like I needed guidance. Someone like behind the counter offered me some solutions, but like I didn't come with enough information. I feel like I felt underprepared.
Yes, I measured like my cabinets before, like because then you buy baskets and they don't fit. Yeah, because I've done that before, where you go in without a plan, but you need a plan, and you need to like have a list. Like I literally wrote like 4. Shelf under coffee table. This is those like get 3 baskets. Otherwise, it's
I wrote that. I was like, drawer organizer. Everything fit, but I just feel like it could be a better maximization of the space. Like like for here I have like drawer organizers, but like these are like deep drawers, so I feel like I could have done something more efficient. Like there's just things that it's a process. It
is, and it's fun, and it's fun to always have something to work on. Like I needed that. So that was really fun. And then, so then that night my friend had a birthday party. And it was really cool. She had like a little dinner party for her birthday, and it was like very like fancy. She got all dressed up, but then she ordered like McDonald's and Chick-fil-A and wings. It was pretty awesome. The theme was chicken wings on fine china.
Oh,
I know. I really liked it. It was such a vibe.
Brooke Mitchell theme. I love it.
It was, and it was really funny. I wrote this down. At one point, someone at the table we were talking about pheromones. Have you heard of like pheromones?
Oh,
oils?
Danielle, I've done every trick of the book. I've done.
Okay, yeah.
Please.
Yeah. Because you were,
Well, when I was single. Yeah. When I lived in.
Oh, no.
Oh. No, I know how. Yes. No, but I've known about these. Senior year of college, I feel like I ordered them on Amazon. Like just some random bottle of $8 pheromones that did nothing, but But
I don't know. One time I put them on in college because my friend had showed me. So I wrote down the definition because some people got confused. So my friend was passing around her pheromones at the dinner, and it was really funny. We're all like, oh, I want some of it. It does smell really good. So basically, pheromones, the chemicals which usually occur naturally in the body and are secreted onto the skin, can act as aphrodisiacs to create sexual attraction when released by our sweat glands. Pheromone perfumes also have numerous other benefits, including increasing levels of sociability, boosting self-esteem, and even elevating mood. I don't know about that part, but they say you can even make friends wearing pheromones. But one of my friends, I showed her pheromones, and she literally was like, I feel like boys always give me attention when I'm wearing it. Who cares if it's placebo? If anything, it gives you this confidence. Yeah. And it really is cool. It like adjusts to your skin. Like we were all putting the pheromone oil on our wrist and smelling each other's, and everyone's did smell different, which is really cool. Very cool. But it was just funny. That's what my friend was like, what are you doing? I was writing on my phone, passing around pheromones at the dinner party.
That is very silly.
But it is cool.
I think it's cool. I think it's also like it's an in your head thing, but I'm here for those like in your head things where it's like, if it gives you like that subtle confidence boost, like you go for it.
Literally, why not? And it's like I got one on Amazon a while ago, and it's nice. You could just put it in, like if you're going out for the night, you could just put it as your like perfume that you touch up with. And it really smells so good. Like I don't know how to, it just smells different on everybody.
No, I'm here for it.
So that was fun. And then Sunday, I had another full on. So I had organized Saturday, and then Sunday I like cleaned. Like I'm talking, like, you know, you clean out your shower products that you don't use. Like I cleaned under my storage of my sink.
Guys, I had an experience last week at Danielle's apartment. I mean, we both have a lot of stuff, like straight up, like, you know, we have a lot of stuff, and, you know, we're very blessed obviously to do this as a job, but I felt like that episode of SpongeBob, you know, where he's going through and there's diapers everywhere, like the used diapers in every closet and every cupboard, like when he has like the baby, like the clam baby.
Is that how you felt?
I was looking for a tampon and I didn't want to make it a big deal. I was like, it's literally, I just got like a drip, like it's not that big of a deal. Like I don't even want to make this a thing right now. So I was like, let me just do like a little look. I look under her cabinet. I'm sorry, they're really excited outside. Yeah, completely full with products. Just, I was like, oh my God. Like
it was busting at the seams.
No tampon to be seen. Close that up. I go in the, what is it? The mirror.
The medicine cabinet.
The medicine cabinet. I don't have one of those, so I'm not familiar. Oh my God. Is that your
more.
Is that your daily skincare?
That's like my skincare, yeah.
Okay, you must have 100 bottles. Like, no joke. I'm being like completely legitimate. Like, I just didn't know. I
didn't
guess
know that wasn't normal.
No, I think normal is relative. Like, I think it is. And there's definitely periods of my life where I'm like, wow, I have a lot of products, gotta thin it out. You know, like give away what doesn't work. Like, oh, that broke me out. Why do I still have it sitting here? You know. I was shocked, to say the least.
No,
and it was like a big cart, and then you have a hallway with a ton of stuff. I was just like, oh my God, I feel like I have a lot of stuff. Like you have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so I was like, I need to clear out the stuff. That's the only thing about having a hallway is that's where you can put everything that no one can see except when you first enter the apartment. Yeah. But I cleaned under my sink, and I bought. Did you see my TikTok? I bought a special container for my tampons.
No,
So when it's my time of the month, I put it out. It's beautiful, aesthetically pleasing white with a wooden lid. And it's my period right now. Gorgeous. So it's actually quite nice. I just have it right there. So next time, just look for that bin.
I'll look for the white bin with the wooden top.
Wooden top.
Wooden top.
Yep. Okay, I got that at the container store. Yeah, that was fun. So you did inspire me a little bit there. But it just felt really nice. And I was just like, I don't know. Lauren Bostic was just talking about, like, while I was cleaning and I'm Swiffering and I'm vacuuming, she's like, write down a list of like the people you enjoy being around, or like I don't know if she said that word for word, but it inspired that in me at least. She was just saying all this stuff, and I was like, you know what? I am the pilot of my own life. I just wanted to just get after it. And my apartment now, when I walk in my hallway, we're still working on clearing it out, but
that's okay.
My whole other apartment is just so clean, and like I grocery shopped, I went to Whole Foods, like, you know, you just do the things.
I love this for you, and I'm not shaming you, by the way, because I have a lot of stuff, and you know, mine collects in other ways. I feel like it's not necessarily my cabinets that are bursting at the seams, but it's like
everyone's
my closet or something. So
it's just what we do for a living is amazing, and I love it, but we do collect a lot of stuff, so we're just constantly having to clear out, and it feels really good to do so
definitely
it was that kind of weekend. And then
I'm happy for you. This sounds actually I'm really inspired to do a little bit of and maybe not that level of deep clean. That's usually my January project.
That's like every few months. That was like crazy.
Spring cleaning. How about summer cleaning?
That it just ended just because like the Hamptons were so great, and then we come back and we're going other places. Like I was like, this is a good time where I have nothing planned. So I did it. Literally all of like my go-to people were out of town, except for like one person who I already had seen. So I was like, I can't just like make her do a ton of things with me. And I was like, you know, this is time to lean into the alone time. The last thing I want to talk about, so like I said, my best friend Caitlin just moved to New York, and it was so sweet. I got a ton of DMs like, oh my gosh, so now you have literally all your favorite people here.
So
like
nice.
It is so crazy how I'm so blessed to have like all of you guys here. It's so cool. But we went, my friend Morgan and I, so my friend Caitlin went to high school together, and we stayed close all through college. I like visited her at UVA. She visited me at UGA. Like Brooke knows it. Like a well-oiled machine right there. I had like a really best friend group in high school. We all live in New York now, except for one, now that Caitlin's moved here, which is just so crazy. And it was so fun last night because we all live on the west side, and me and Morgan went to visit Caitlin's apartment last night. And then it felt like, it was, again, curing my August blues. It felt like we were going to see our friend's dorm, because then we left and we were walking down the stairs, and Morgan was like, I feel like we're in college. Like, now you're dropping me off at my dorm, and then you're going to yours. And it just filled something in me that I needed. It was just really nice, and I'm really excited to have her here, and hopefully like we'll all like, go out more and just like do more stuff, because we kind of just needed that one more person to kind of actually make our group hang out, because it's just, we're always so spread out, and everyone's life schedules are so different, and we've talked about this on the podcast so much, but post grad's definitely different, like with friends and
oh my God,
schedules.
So different.
But it gave me hope. I was like, I needed this. I needed her to be here.
That's really, really sweet.
Yeah,
that makes me so happy. I similar but different, but like I like I said, I reconnected with this friend from college, and it started like getting me into like this whole cycle of like thinking about friends and whatever, because she was like, maybe I'll be in New York one day, and I was like, wow, that actually would be great. Like I'm always
like you would be so happy if she was
here.
Like
I'm always looking for, like I don't necessarily want to go out and like make new friends, but at the same time, like reconnecting with old friends is still very much a possibility too. I think it's an option to keep in mind. You lose touch with people. Like I feel like she's one of those people that like we've been like close and been friends, but like we lived in different cities, like just had different stuff going on, and I don't know, I feel like life goes through phases and ebbs and flows like that.
Nothing, no bad blood.
No, but it's nice to reconnect, and it's really great to pick up, especially when those people that it's not a problem to pick up like where you left off, or like
and you're like, wait, I really enjoyed time with you. It's really refreshing when it's just easy, and you're not like struggling with things to talk about, and you just feel good when you're around them. I think that's the best.
I'm really happy for you though. You have a lot of friends here. It's really sweet.
It's really so crazy that
they all ended up here.
Yeah, I mean, New York's a really special place, and I think a lot of people just, if you have the bug to do it, it's like you got to do it now. Like, if not now, when? No, I didn't come to New York right away. I probably wouldn't have. It's amazing that you made it here still. You went to Boston first. Yeah. But I guess
1 year. But I guess
you're from Long Island, and like you kind of at first did want to come to New York.
Yeah. But it all worked out. I can't imagine living anywhere else right now. I don't know about you. Like I feel like I can't even imagine like what my life would look like in another city.
Absolutely not. Yeah. So oh my goodness.
I know we've been recording for a while.
We chatted.
Yeah. So maybe I'll reorder some pheromones now. I think I have to get like the right kind. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, we maybe have boyfriends, I guess, but
they
like
it. Friends.
Yeah. No. I think it's a fun thing to just have in your purse. Why not?
Yeah. It's like a party trick.
Yeah. So go get your New York City live show tickets. Go get your Chicago tickets. Send good vibes to Brooke as she's.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet.
At the hospital it'll be easy.
It will be so easy. Boom done.
Post a little like thumbs up selfie when you can.
Oh, I will when I'm like on the.
We'll have your mom take a picture.
Yeah.
We love you guys.
And we will talk to you next Wednesday. Bye, guys.
Bye.